Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to do a little bit of relic hunting, starting out in G7 near the Savannah at a Covenant camp for the Midnight Relic. The Midnight Relic is, in my opinion, the easiest relic to acquire. It's held by Archery, and we'll do a quick flyover of each of the relic locations here and show you the layout. You can see that there is a handful of Tier 5 fighters, Tier 5 mages. There's about 12 total adds in this area. There are 2 officer thralls and Archery there. She has 24,000 health. She doesn't have much in the way of defense. She's an archer, so she doesn't really do all that much damage, and you'll see here she dies very quickly. Once she does die, the relic is a loot drop, and it's just here on her body. The other item of note in here is if your server is set up to drop where NPCs drop all of their loot, her demonic katana is worth picking up. Next we're going to move on to J7, the Fury Relic. This is Nikata Bloodfist, and I have it ranked as the second easiest, but realistically any of the 2 through 5 could be interchangeable with each other. None of them are as easy as the Midnight Relic. We're going to do a quick flyover here. You see at the bonfire there are a couple of thralls there. This camp also has hounds. And then there are 2 officers, one holding the Stormhold guy hostage there, and then one off to the right that we don't actually see. The likelihood that you fight Nikata in this area is very low. Once the fighting starts, if you come in the direction that we came in, once the fighting starts down there, he will typically come running out. As you'll hear right here, you can hear him grunt, and that's the indication that he's coming. Unlike the first one, where she died so fast it didn't make any sense, I'm going to cut away to save time and come back when the fight's nearly finished. This is intended to be more of a locations video than a fight strategy video. If I didn't cut away from the remainder of these fights, this would be nearly a 40-minute video. So once Nikata goes down, you can see that on his corpse there is not a relic. So go ahead and loot his corpse. He has very good loot. These Bloodfist brothers are very tough, and they have very good loot. What you're going to want to do once you finish very slowly looting, apparently, I don't know why it took so long, is equip either a pick, a skinning knife, or a cleaver. And you can see there one hit with the pick. I got the Fury Relic down in the right hand corner, and you'll see that is now in my inventory. Moving on to the Sanguine Relic. This is Eliza Cole. She's over here in E5 in the Cold Embrace camp in the Unnamed City. So the easiest way to get to it is coming through the big fight that's going on between the Vanghoul and the Vanghoul and the Stormhold. Flyover here is going to show you that there are a couple of Zygurs in this on your way up to the camp. You want to kind of more or less follow the path around. If you do take this way, just know that there are archers up top, and they will start shooting at you. But if you go through the woods, there are dogs and traps, so it's kind of a pick your poison. Either way, you're going to have to fight something. Once you get to the top of these stairs here, on the right, there's going to be a couple of dogs and other NPCs over there that will aggro on you as well. And then right here on the left in front of the statue is Eliza Cole, and she holds the Sanguine Relic. You'll see that once we cut away from this fight, she travels quite a bit of distance. If you don't kill her where she stands, which is tough to do at 49,000 health, she ends up running around a little bit. but once you do get her, once you do finish her off, she will drop that relic for you. This is another loot drop. It'll be in her loot inventory. And again, if your server drops all of the equipment, this armor is very, very worth picking up. I didn't really have time to show it off because we got mauled by a bear. Heading over to the Nightmare Relic. This is in the new forest section down at the Devil Mountain. I list this as the second hardest. This could be very easily be the hardest in this video. You'll see why during the flyover. It's down in on the border of E and F too. It is perpetually night here. It gets a little bit brighter and a little bit darker, but this is about as bright as it gets. During this flyover, I set the timer to noon, so this is what you get. But you can see there's quite a few. We just flew over 4 devil bear cubs, and then in front of us there are a lot of devil bear cubs and 20,000 hit point devil bears mixed in. And then up on the ridge here, you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, it stays dark in here. But if you go off to the left, you can go up to the top of this ridge here, and there are 2 20,000 hit point devil bears and 1 50,000 hit point spawn of Skargoth. That is where your Nightmare Relic is, and I think that it is fitting that it's called that because it lives up to its name. Now you can see I start the fight here with a bow, just kind of guessing at where he should be. I got a little bit lucky with the second shot. So I'm going to back up a little bit. We've already killed all the bears leading up to this. It's just him and his two bodyguard bears. We got 90,000 hit points of bears running at us right now. Bears in general have a really tough hide. They have a high defense. So this is one of the longer fights. It's not crazy difficult because you can, if you have a healer in your group, you can heal through, and your party should take very little damage. He doesn't have any devastating attacks or anything like that. And then once he finally goes down, this was easily the longest fight. Once he goes down, you'll see his inventory does not contain the relic, which means you have to harvest it from him. I believe I use a cleaver, a skinning knife on this one. And then you see the Nightmare Relic pop up on the right side there. And there it is in the inventory with the Sanguine Relic. Moving on to the Storm Relic in D5. This is right next to the Warfront Ruins. Gathon Bloodfist. He's in the one-way door. So you can get in, you can't get out. I've got this one listed as the hardest one, basically because there's plague involved in it, and he's got 60,000 health, and he has a one-shot mechanic. So he's a formidable opponent, even though he has the lowest number of accompanying thralls. The boss itself is formidable. So you can see as we come up here, we go through the Warfront Ruins, come up through this one-way door. Even in ghost mode, it doesn't like you going back the other way. You come down into here, you see there are 2 8750 hit point plague grunts with him, and then he's got 60,000 health. Just running in here to start the fight. My thralls didn't portal in right away, so I'm just kind of kiting everybody around. And then there go my thralls. So now we got everybody kind of just piling onto him. There's that one-shot attack. Fortunately, he was targeting me, and I was able to get out of the way. And then this is where I believe I cut it out here. Yep, and then you can see on his body there is no relic, so we're harvesting this one again. Cleaver this time. So this shows you that all three of those items, all three of those tools. Oh no, I did switch it to the pick. Okay, we used a pick. Cleaver will also work. We did 5 of the 6 relics here. There's 1 relic left. The spectral relic is held by Wraith, and it is no longer attainable in the open world. You have to go get it. So that'll be the next video. Thanks for watching.